Hi, and welcome to a new episode of The Young and the Restless. We open up at Jabal House and we see Diane and Jack confront Kyle. Kyle resists and says that he's fine, and they tell Kyle to face his emotions before it erupts. Then we see Heather and Sharon is at the coffee house consulting. When Nick arrives, Heather stops and Heather tells Nick that he is a conflict of interest because he's going back to Newman as co-CEO. Nick says that he supports Sharon's actions and brings up Adam being Sharon then brings up Adam being down after Heather leaves, and we see Nick tell Sharon not to buy into Adam's act. Then we see Sally sees Adam sitting down and dining at society, and she goes over to Adam's table to talk. Sally says that Adam should have expected what Victor did from him. And Adam expressed remorse for blowing up things with Nick and Sharon. Adam uses his grief as his daughter and losing things so much lately for the reasons for his actions. I don't know if he's trying to get to Sally emotionally. I don't know if Adam is playing games or he's being genuine, but let's see. Then we see Adam also express that he is not trying to get back with Sally, and he is just expressing how he really feels. Adam thinks that Victor has really washed his hands off him. Then we go back to the coffee house, and Sharon defends Adam to Nick and says that he is remorseful and wants to fix things. And Nick continues to blame Adam for blowing up their partnership. And Sharon thinks that Victor is doing way worse than Adam because he's actually stripping down the company. Nick doesn't buy what Adam is doing and tells Sharon to be careful of him. Then we go back to the Abbey's house, and Kyle believes that Jack forced him out of his job, and Jack claims that he is always looking out for Kyle's best interests, hence why he asks him to leave. Kyle reminds Jack that he is acting like the old version of Jack, so why is Jack judging him, and says his life is fine. Then we see Diane questions if it was Kyle's idea to break things off, and Jack tells Kyle that Jabo will be a priority for him always. Kyle then brings up his conversation with Billy and says that they can't trust him. Kyle says leaving Jabo and Summer is the greatest thing that he could have ever happened to him in his life. Then we see at the coffee house, Sharon reminds Nick that Adam is also grieving, and Nick warns her not to trust Adam. Nick and Sharon then discuss him funding Sally's new company, and Nick still is undecided about whether to go back to Newman. Then we see Adam talks about his life constantly being screwed up and his own son Connor being left behind and leaving him. Then we see Adam says that because of Connor, he is gonna change course. He is gonna make amends with his family and start over. He doesn't know what that look like yet, but he's going to do that. Back at the board, we see Jack and Diane tells Kyle to stop trying to be cold and emotionally detached. Kyle tells them that he doesn't need their approval and threatens to move out with Harrison if they keep giving him advice. Then we see at society, Sally and Adam are talking, and Nick approaches with anger and yells that Adam should stop trying to enlist Sharon to fight his battles. Sally gets up and says to Nick that it was her who went to Adam's table to see how he was doing. Adam says that his conversation with Sharon was not like that to enlist anyone and says that it was more of an apology. Nick questions what is Adam's end goal and what does he want. Then we see Victor is at the ranch reflecting on Adam and how he took a bullet for him and the good and the bad of Adam over the years. Then we see Heather and Sharon arrives, and Sharon says folding the company to Newman Media was not a part of her plan or discussion. Sharon asks to build the company, and Victor agrees that she should. Then we see at society Adam defends that he is being genuine. Nick is being a bit aggressive and vengeful to Adam, and Sally tells him to calm down. Then we see Adam tells Nick that he needs a reset. Nick says that he will not offer any solutions to help Adam, and Sally defends that at least Adam is trying. Adam then leaves, and Nick says that he doesn't know what to make of it. Then we see Victor agrees to release the company back to Sharon, and Heather and Sharon ask for it in writing. Heather then leaves, and Sharon and thanks Victor again, and then Victor discusses that he regrets purchasing McCall for Adam, and he vents to Sharon about Adam. Victor asks if Adam will ever heal from his psychological wounds. Then we go back to the Abbott house, and Jack assures that no one is trying to dictate Kyle's life. Jack says that his former life was a mess and superficial. It eventually catches up to you. Kyle defends that he is where he wants to be and he wants no interference from his parents. Then we see Jack and Diane agrees to back off, and then they discuss Ashley, Tucker, and Billy being the enemy. Kyle is angry that Billy is messing with Diane. Kyle thinks that Billy is probably already making move, and Jack hopes that Billy backs off. Kyle wants Jax to fire Billy, and he will come back to Jabot. Then we see Nick questions if Sally believes Adam, and Sally thinks that it's possible for people to change only with time, and tells Nick to think about his father's offers. Nick defends that Victor needs him at Newman, and Adam broke Victor's heart, so he has to fill in. Then we see Sharon defends Adam to Victor and says that he has been through a lot and mostly it's because of Victor. And Victor wants Adam to let go of the past issues that he has created. And Sharon thinks that there is good in Adam and Victor should forgive him and give him another chance. Then we see Victor says that it's the same old road he keeps going down with Adam. And Sharon reminds Victor that Adam has been through a lot over the years. Then we see Jack tells Diane that Kyle was right about suggesting he fire Billy. But Jack doesn't want to lose his brother the same way like he almost lost Ashley. Diane says that she, however, wants Kyle back at Jabot, suggesting he fire Billy. Then we see Sally thinks that Victor is locking Nick into the family company. Then Sharon comes by and announces that Victor gave her back the company. And Sharon then suggests that Nick come work with her. The look on Sally's face, she is so jealous, and this is going to be a problem. Then we see Adam is alone at home drinking and thinking about being accepted into the family. And Adam says to himself that that will never happen. Then we hear that knock on his door, and it's Victor. Thanks for watching. Bye.